No, I really believe that. I do. I do. I believe that there's a product for every market, but not a market for every product. Or it's the other way around. There's a market for every product, but not a product for every market. That sounds better. Actually, I think that's it. You know what I mean? Um, Somebody wants what you're selling. Somebody definitely wants what you're selling all the time. Um, and that's what salesmen don't realize. That's what salesmen don't realize. They try too much to focus on um pushing. I'm sorry, pushing the product on them. Is that have that? Thanks. Okay. They focus more on pushing the product on people, and they focus more on that commission. They focus more on that commission. They know their product in and out, and that's the thing that gets me. That's the thing that gets me. They know their product in and out, yet and still they don't know their market. They do not know their target market for shit. They know their product and they think that's the only thing that matters. You can know that product as much as you want, but do you know who wants that product? You could throw a bunch of wet wads of toilet paper against the wall and see which one that sticks. But at the end of the day, you going out and talking to 35 to 50 different, knocking on 35 to 50 doors and making one sale, that ratio is fucked. It's garbage because each presentation that you do and have to sell to is taking probably about 30 minutes, maybe 15, let's say like that. You're spending hours. Time is fucking money. And you're spending hours talking to people that you haven't even pre-vetted or pre-qualified to, get your product at all. You don't know anything about your target market. Personally, if I was a door-to-door salesman, I would do so much research. I would do so much research. I would do, and it's not even so much research. It's just more detailed research. I will look in that area that I'm going into and check out the median, the average earnings, the average take-home pay, the average rent, average credit score. I would look up all of these things, and I would know all of these things. That way, I know who qualifies. Does this area even qualify? The Kirby salesman, the Kirby vacuum cleaners. What I don't understand is why you would go to a low income area and try to sell that vacuum. They're a low income area for a reason. You know what I mean? And you take that. Somebody's probably going to take that and try to turn that into something political or whatever. But we're staying in the realm of business. We're staying in the realm of business. They already have enough bills to handle, and they're trying to get on their feet. They're trying to get on their feet. You can't empathize with them. You can't empathize with them if you come and try to sell them something that is, one, not a necessity. It's a luxury. Two, you offer them a payment plan. You just created another bill for them. That's the last fucking thing that they need. That's the last thing that they need. So what are you doing in that geographical location trying to sell a $4,000 to $5,000 vacuum that comes with payments? You're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot. You're not even. Why are you there? You didn't do any research. You know nothing about your target market. And then the thing is, like, they do use the benefits. They do attack the pain points. But at this point in time, these people really can't afford it. So now you're just making them feel like shit when you tell them, yeah, this vacuum cleans up, it pulls up dead skin. You do want your baby laying on that area, this and that, blah blah blah. And now it makes them feel like shit. Now making people feel like shit to sell to them is a tactic, and it's worked. But thing is you never want to put your customer in a bad situation. You never want to put them in a situation financially to where they can't afford your product, and it creates more debt for them or more issues for them. You want to actually know your target market. You want to make sure that they can afford what you're offering, because you want them to enjoy and love your service or your product. You get a Kirby vacuum cleaner, and I just use Kirby. I don't have anything against them. They have a great product. The salespeople are great. I've met a couple of them. They're amazing. But I just use them as an example. You create payments for somebody, and they buy your vacuum. You create payments for them, and they start, they use the vacuum. They love it, but then they realize they can't afford it. So now they got to get another job, right? Single family income. Now they have to get another job, and now they're working 2 jobs. Well, what time do they have to come home and enjoy the luxury of that fucking vacuum now? And then by the time they finish working 2 jobs, they're not coming home and touching that vacuum. They're going to sleep. So now they're working 2 jobs so they can afford an extra bill on top of all their other bills, just so a piece of metal with some fabric can sit in their closet, because they're never going to touch that vacuum. So that's why it's so important to know your market. Know your market. Know who you want to sell to. Never put your customers in a situation that's financially detrimental to them just so you can get a financial gain. That commission sounds great, but when you put their client in debt, your customer in debt, like, how should you feel? That's why salesmen get the bad rap as heartless. You know what I mean? That's why people avoid a salesman when they see him coming. But if you're doing your job right and you know your target market, you really don't even have to sell. All you have to do is talk. All you have to do is talk, because you're talking to your target market. You should know their pain points. You should know what they can afford, can't afford. You should take the time to actually do the work to know who your target market is, how to approach them, what their pain points are. All right?